Hey guys, Kelsey here. Just giving you an update on my situation. Um, as you guys already know, because I have been commenting on my first update on COVID-19, I got my results on Friday, I believe. They did come back positive. Just want to let you guys know kind of how, the steps have been for me, and everybody's different. So Wednesday, I think I told you I had a massive headache. Yeah, it was Wednesday. It's been on and off. But that was my first symptom. After that, my chest got really tight the following day, worse on Friday, and then last night was really bad. It feels like every day it attacks a new area of my body. My lungs really bad, my back, and I would say it's from coughing, but coughing's not a really, I have it here and there, but it's not bad enough where I could say that that's why my, lungs and stuff are hurting or my back's hurting. I don't honestly know what it's from. And I called the hospital because yesterday I got up, wanted to get some fresh air, and I wanted to go outside, so I did. And it felt like I was going to pass out. I get super lightheaded if I get up and move around. But it is good to move around, just, very little bit here and there. And so that's what I've been doing. But once I got super lightheaded and I got super scared because I was having troubles breathing, I contacted the hospital for advice. And, there's no advice that they'll give over the phone. So I contacted the COVID-19 hotline, and they also give you no advice. This disease is so new that they don't know anything about it, and it's just so scary when you're having to go through it and there's no science behind it. I don't know, it just stresses me out even more. But just letting you guys know that every day has been different. For me, it started out with a headache, and each day, like I said, it just attacked different areas. Headache. Today, my stomach has been in a knot. I haven't ate anything today at all because I feel really wheezy, and I don't know if that's going to be my next stage, is getting sick. I'm not too sure, but I haven't puked yet. But my stomach is in a knot, and last night it just felt like my back was just like glass, and so were my lungs, and my lower back where my kidneys are, they're hurting really bad. And I actually haven't been taking any medicine, so I'm not too sure. That could just be another, part of the virus. But it's terrible. Lalo, an update on him. He's doing really good. He's back to being his sassy self, stubborn self, and up and moving. He is resting a lot, but that's great. But he's not getting sick. He's already broke his fever. And I do want to say with his sickness, his lasted a lot longer though. It was about 3 weeks. And then that last week was the worst week. And that's where he was just puking for 48 hours straight. Barely eating anything in between. I'd try to give him bread and just plain stuff, so he can keep that down. But so I don't know, if I'm hoping that I get lucky and it's maybe just a week, and I'm not too sure. But every day it feels like I'm getting worse. Yesterday I pushed myself to get in the shower. I mean, that sounds gross, but for 2 days I was just laying in bed, and I pushed myself to get in the shower. And after I got out of the shower, I felt so good for at least an hour or two, and just that hour or two of, feeling great as a relief. So again, I did it today. It takes a lot of energy to do it. I know it sounds so simple, but when you're that sick, it's not. But I did today, and just taking it easy, just I'm so lucky to have the partner I do have. He's been taking very good care of me and my son. Um, but it's been a struggle. So I just want to give you guys a small update of what's going on, and I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for reaching out to me, and whether it be a phone call, a text message, or just commenting on the videos. I appreciate it. I really do. Um, Being far away from your family when you're this sick is hard. Um, it's really hard, but we'll get through it. I'll get through it. So Lalo, but it's just day by day. I just, I hope everyone stays safe, and for those of you that already have it and just, are quiet about it, drink plenty of fluids. Another thing that Domain got for me was vitamin C packets. His mom advised me to get the vitamin C emergency packets. It was the best advice. He brought it home, and I did about an 8-ounce glass of it. That, gave me a little bit of energy where I was able to keep my eyes open and watch a movie and feel good for just a little bit. But any little break that you can get in between the sickness is a miracle. A miracle. And I'm just so grateful that it's not as bad as some of these that you see on the news, because it's terrible. I know the hospital that I work for, when I called yesterday, they said that their COVID floor is packed. So I was going to have them take me to the hospital yesterday. Like I said, it was really bad yesterday where I felt like I just couldn't breathe. It was really hard for me to breathe. Not that I couldn't breathe. It was really hard for me to breathe. Having that tightness in my chest, and when I do take deep breaths, you just feel it in your lungs. And my sister was saying, she thinks she had it back in May, but or was it March? I think it was March when we actually found out through the news and stuff that it really hit the United States. They weren't given COVID tests. Well, we didn't have very many back then, so she wasn't able to get it. But she explained exactly how I went through last night, spot on. She told me, Kelsey, one of these nights you're going to feel like it's just glass and you're going to be crying. And that's exactly what I went through last night. My head is just killing me. I'm so sorry. I keep grabbing the back of my head. But yeah, so that's one of the symptoms of this virus. I've been doing some research on it, but just not much out there. There really isn't. It's just a terrible thing, and it's just a bummer. I don't have my mask on now, but what we decided, because Domain actually tested and he tested negative. He is very careful, very careful. We all were. But then I started working, and I believe I brought it home to the family, and that's unfortunate as well. But he's been very careful. He tested negative, so right now I have my door closed. It's the only way why I don't have my mask on right now, and we're gonna clean the sheets and stuff, because we gotta wash and desanitize everything as much as possible. Every day we're doing the doorknobs, refrigerator, cupboards, anything that we touch, toilet seats, the flusher, everything that you can think of. And we might be doing a little too much, but honestly, with this disease, or virus I should say, there is not over sanitizing. It's not too much. All of it that's what you gotta do. Even your TV, the buttons, the controllers, you name it, that's what needs to happen. But what we decided is all of us are wearing masks in the house. And that's what we're doing, and, distancing as much as possible. With an 8-year-old, it's very difficult, to keep him in the room, locked up, but we're doing as best as we can with what we got. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know everyone's been writing me, and I haven't been able to respond to everybody. A couple other symptoms I didn't mention, I feel like it's important to mention, is last night the other symptom I was having was heart. I don't know if I want to say heart pain, but a shocking pain from my left arm down my chest, like right here, on top of shooting pain down the left side of my leg as well. Tingling in my face, and I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of the video, and then tingling in my arm. The tingling in my face and my arm, and that's when I went outside to get some air. And I don't know if that's maybe from being lightheaded because of the breathing, but that ended up going away after like an hour. And then last night when things got really bad with the upper back, my kidneys, the knot in my stomach, I'm just trying to think of everything. Kidneys, upper back, the shock down my chest right here, my left side of my leg. And it's weird that it's all the left side, and I don't know what that means. And trying to call the hotline to get answers, they don't give you any answers, which is scary. My grandma wants me to go into the hospital. I'm not too sure. I see my son get better being at home, and I don't want to be isolated, but also don't want to take a chance of, things getting too serious, and it'd be too late. But I don't want to think negative. So, like, again, after I got out of the shower, I'm feeling better. So I don't know. But I did want to mention about those symptoms, because those are symptoms I'm having, and everyone has them differently. And I love to, actually, I've been watching videos of other people blogging about this as well, just to kind of learn what their symptoms are. But these are some symptoms I haven't heard of, that I experienced yesterday. So anyways, I will chat with you guys the next time I do an update or a video. You guys have a good day. Bye.